Hi, this is Go. I'm now at Perodua PJ Central. So I'm here to give you a walk around on this Perodua MyVI 1.3G facelifted Perodua MyVI. Okay, so let's have a look at the inside of the car. This Perodua MyVI actually do come with the Perodua Smart Assist. So there is a Smart Assist on top here, which is the collision detection camera. This is the meter for the 1.3G. Unfortunately, I don't have the key, so I can't turn it on. So you have the tachometer, you have the speedometer, and then the multi-info displays in the middle. Then you have the wheel down here to adjust the clock, and then this one switch between the odometer and the trip meter, and then this one changes the display. I don't have the key to this car, so I won't be able to show you the functionality of the meter itself. Being a 1.3G, there are two options for this car. That is the one with the Perodua Smart Assist, and there's another option for without. But this car actually comes with it. So you get the regular dashboard look down here, and then you have your mirror control. You have your button to turn on and turn off the collision detection. You have also button to turn on and turn off the traction control, the eco idle. This one is the automatic headlight, auto headlight on and off, and then the headlight leveling beam. Perodua MyVI 1.3G only equipped with DCVT transmission. On the door trim itself, this being the basic model, so you only have the door and lock. You have the door handle. You have your power window control, and then there's place for you to open and close the door, cubby hole, and then the bottle holder and the speaker itself. There is a storage box down here. This car does not come with the smart tag built into the car itself. So there is a headlight. There's a headlight control down here. So no fog lamp, no daytime running light. But there is also a follow me home feature. Follow me home feature can be activated by off engine, pull the wheel towards you, let go, and then open the door, go out, and then close back the door. When you lock the car, the headlight will turn on for 30 seconds. Nothing much changed in the center console. You still get the Clarion player with the graphic equalizer. And then the extra thing right now here is there is a warning in case the front passenger didn't put on the seatbelt, or the rear passenger didn't put on the seatbelt. There is a warning light. So this is the lock and unlock, and then the player. Then everything looks very much the same like the previous car, except that this being a DCVT, so the gear shifter is no longer 3 and then 2 is sport mode, and also this one is for downhill braking mode. So this is sport mode, is the downhill braking. That means you can do a one pedal drive when you go down the hill. So when you release, the car would activate the braking much better for downhill drive. Then on this side you have your vanity mirror. Okay, then you have your map reading lamp. Then this is your door mode, your door light, and your interior lamp. Okay, if you put down this way, it's permanently door mode. So if you close the door, it's actually door mode. So if you close it, the light goes off after a while. Then this one is permanently off, and this one permanently on. The rear view mirror has a day and night mode, so you can actually tweak this way for day and night. On the driver sunshade, there's only a strap for you to put in your card. Now back onto the steering. This is the basic spec, so there were no controls on the steering at all. There's not even the power mode for your automatic transmission. So on higher variant like 1.5 X, 1.5H, and 1.5 AV, you have the controls for the the power mode and things like that. So depends on the variant of the car. Some variant get audio control, some variant get audio control and the automatic adaptive automatic cruise control. So this is the car itself. Nothing much change from the 1.3G compared to the previous model, except for the transmission. Okay, there's there's a power outlet. There is a USB port down here for charging purposes. Okay, I've set it the back, so I have ample leg room for me, for myself actually. And then I have about this length from the top of my head to the top of the car itself. There's another interior room lamp down here, so this is permanently on, permanently off, and then this is door mode. Yeah, this one, if you notice carefully, this one comes from the first model Perodua MyVI, and if you remember that one down there came in MyVI Lucky Best or MyVI Icon. On the back row, the 1.3G do get the seat pocket. There's a shopping hook down here that stands up to 3 kg, rated at 3 kg. Then this is the anti snatch hook down here. And then on the driver door, also on the driver seat, the back of the driver seat actually, you have the shopping hook. And then there are two cup holders in the middle console. And then down there is a cup holder on that side of the door. Then you also have the door lock, the door handle, this one for you to hold and close the door, the power window control, and then speaker at the back. This car come with a new seat material, look like this. Okay, so that's a new seat material. And then of course still continue, they have the ISOFIX child seat anchor point. Nothing much changed to the back over there. The front driver seat looks like this material for 1.3G. 1.3G do come with 14-inch rim shot with 175/65 series R14 tire size, and then you get ventilated disc brakes in the front, and then the drum brake at the back. To open the boot, just put your finger beneath the Perodua badge and then lift up the car, lift up the tailgate itself. So you still get the straps like the old car. Then you also have that parcel shelf down here, and then everything here looks exactly the same. Even the boot lamp, there's a boot lamp on the old car itself. Okay, Perodua MyVI gets a full size spare tire, even if it's a 1.3G variant. The tools are actually located inside the car, underneath the seat. So this is where the tools get stored. See, underneath there supposed to be underneath there. But this being a display car, yeah, it's a display vehicle, so the toolbox is not there. It's been removed off. The back, this is how it looks like. The new set of bumpers. And then if you look at the front, this is the new look of the front. The 1.3G and 1.5X do get the chrome lining down here, and then this one is body colored. Then the 1.5H and AV, this is blackened out. This one is blackened out. This one is still having the chrome patch. The higher range like 1.5H and AV, they get the daytime running light, but this car gets a blank off panel. So this is just a quick walk around on the 1.3G. I'm still at Perodua Central, so this is the 1.5 AV that they use for test drive. So if you look down here, this is the new feature. The headlights are made up for different segments. It is not flickering or moving upwards like in the camera, because this is due to the camera purpose. The headlights are set to automatic on, so these components actually are the smart headlight. That means if the high beam is on, then if the camera detects that there's a car in front, the headlights components of the headlights can turn off and turn on to make sure that your headlights don't blind the car in front. So this is the new part of the 1.5 AV. So in line with 1.5 AV, this part is blackened off. Then you have your daytime running lights down here. Because the headlights are on, daytime running lights won't be turned on. So this car gets a new form of skirting at the bottom. The rim didn't, there wasn't any changes. This is the 15-inch rim seen on the previous car. The tire size is 185, 55 series, R15. Let's go to the inside where the fun is. So down here is your mirror control. You have your automatic mirror down here. So this one folds out, and then this one folds in the mirror. So you leave it in the middle is automatic. So that means whenever you start up the car, the mirror folds out automatically. And this one adjusts your mirror, just like the 1.3G. You also have this car come with the collision warning. So this one turns on and turns off the collision warning. This one here turns on and turns off the traction control. This one turns on and turns off the what they call it, the eco idle. This one adjusts the headlight leveling, and then this one down here turns on and turns off the automatic headlight. Okay, this is the new cluster meter for 1.5H. So if any door is open, okay, it will alert me that the door is open. Okay, so key fob is not loaded. Yeah, the key fob is outside the car. Okay, then while down here, if I make any turn to the steering wheel, okay, the display can show that the wheels are turned. It's not so clear on the camera because of the shine, the brightness itself lah. Okay, on the steering control, you get a lane change feature, turn on and turn off. Okay, so this is it. And down here, there's this button down here to turn on the power mode for the automatic transmission for 1.5 AV. So that's the 1.5 AV, power mode on, power mode off. This one here controls the trip meter. So now here odometer shows 738 kilometers. So this one changes the trip meter, and then to reset, press and hold down. Then on this side, this one here is your different modes for the player itself. So your steering, your audio controls are here, and then these are the selection and the audio controls on the steering itself. This one here is your phone pickup, and then this one here is your microphone. On the right hand side, this is the lane control, turn on and turn off feature. This one is the adaptive cruise control. So this one sets your cruise control. This one resumes after you have cancelled it or stopped, or maybe you press a brake or something. Okay, so these two actually sets the settings for your adaptive cruise control, like the speed, and then like how far to maintain the distance to the car in front, things like that. So this is the adaptive cruise control. Then you get a multi-info display. You get a player, touchscreen player down here, and then this one shows that the rear passenger is not buckled up, but there's no rear passenger. Okay, then locks and unlock the button to lock and unlock the door. This one turns on and turns on your front parking sensor. Your aircon controls are here just like before. The only thing extra is there is an off button, so this one turns off your aircon. Turns it back on. Then this one memory. This one actually configures the press and hold down. Actually sets the aircon memory. That means there's a setting for it lah. Whatever setting you want to, like what the temperature, what's the speed, you can commit to memory. And the here is just like the 1.3 that we seen earlier. You still have the D drive, sport mode, and also downhill braking mode. So one thing I encounter is that whenever I release the accelerator, the car brakes. The car does a slight braking on its own, engine braking. So this is one thing I discovered with this new car itself. Then the other part is down here you have your mirror just like before. The other early model, you have your interior lamp, turning permanent off, permanent door mode, and then permanently on. And on down here you have the no vanity mirror, but there's a strap for you to hold on the card holder itself. There's some red insert to mark that this car is a advanced version. Okay, then the seats. This is how the seat looks like. Fabric seat. Feels like, oh, leather seat. Sorry, it's made from it's leather seat with the red trim like this. This one is actually come from gear up. Okay, this one is also from gear up too. And then the back seat looks something like this. This kind of new trim. So whatever color that you choose, this will be the trim color, and whatever color you choose, this also will be the red insert that you get on the car itself. Okay, the car is locked. So Fancy, can you unlock? Okay, the mirror folds out because I left it in automatic mode. Now the light turns on. This is what you call follow me leaving home feature. So the headlight turns on each time you unlock the car. Okay, now when you lock the car, okay, mirror folds in. Now the light stays on because that one is the follow me home feature that I've turned on just now while at the car. So the light stays on for about 30 seconds, then it turns off automatically. So these are the extra things that is in this car itself. But then the follow me home light is over on the previous model, but the follow me leaving home means when you unlock the car, the light comes on. That one is new. The other option of the car will be headlight automatic on off, follow me home light, follow me leaving home light. Okay, apart from that, you have lane keeping control, and then lane keeping warning. That means if the car departs the lane and then you ignore if the driver doesn't notice, the driver choose to ignore the warning sign, the steering wheel can tilt to wake up the driver, to make sure the driver make corrective movement towards the corrective movement, so that the car don't end up in the drain or the car don't end up crashing into another vehicle. So there's a lane control feature. Lane depart feature means if the car in front of you has moved off after 3 meters, it will sound an alert. But your gear must be in drive, D mode, not gear, D range. Okay, then of course these cars still come with the Perodua's safety driver assist system, the latest version, which if there's an obstruction in front of you and if you do not brake, it will sound an alert, and then if the driver don't respond to the alert, the car would do an emergency brake to stop. Okay, apart from that, you also have what do you call it, adaptive headlight that we covered earlier. We talked about that earlier already. And yes, the rear, when you reverse this car out of the parking lot, if there's any passing vehicle from behind, this car can alert you from the rear sensor. And then there's a reverse camera located underneath the Perodua badge. Okay, if you look at, I don't know whether you can see this on the camera. Maybe we try this way. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but then it's here. So this one is your what do you call it? If there's any obstruction or any oncoming vehicle coming from over there, okay, blind spot monitoring. So there's any obstruction that the driver may not be able to detect, and if the system saw it, the system can warn you that there's an obstruction for you. Maybe if you are going to change lane to the right, but there's a car coming from over there, okay, then this one will light up. And then there's on the left mirror, there's also another blind spot monitor, but that one down there is for the left hand side. That means if the car coming or any obstruction coming from that side, and then you put the signal you want to go left, the car detects it, the blind spot monitor would light up down there. So it's permanently on the mirror itself. Yeah, I can see down there now. Okay, so there's a blind spot monitor. And last but not least, this car still come with the this. Okay, this is the built-in smart tag for Perodua MyVI. Yeah, that one comes along as well. So this is just a quick walk around this Perodua MyVI 1.5 AV. So there are altogether 4 variants: 1.3G, 1.5X, 1.5H, and 1.5 AV. So this being the 1.5 AV, and this color is only available for 1.5 AV only. So this has been the walk around for the new Perodua MyVI 1.3 and 1.5. So thank you for watching. In my next video, bye bye.